morning, students. Today we will discuss regarding performance appraisal. This topic is in HRM, Human Resource Management. First of all, we have and coming to the methods of performance appraisal. Here we have two types of performance appraisal methods are there. Performance appraisal methods are segregated into two types. First one is traditional methods and another one is modern methods. First of all, we will discuss regarding the traditional methods, then we will discuss regarding the modern methods. In traditional methods, we have 11 methods are there. First one is ranking method, second one paired comparison method and grading method, forced distribution method, forced choice method, checklist method, critical incidents method, graphics scale method, essay method, field interview method, confidential report. These are all the comes under the traditional methods, and each and every method will have a procedure. According to that procedure, they can make a note regarding that how the employee's performance. One by one we will see regarding the traditional methods. First of all, we will look for the ranking method. Ranking method, an employee is ranked against the other in the working group under this method. An employee is ranked against the other. Who are the group of employees over there in a group? Under this method, we will be ranking an employee belongs to one particular group. Here we have an advantages and disadvantages in the ranking method. Advantages will be each employee be compared with other person. In a group, we are ranking an employee. There we have to give a ranking, means each and every employee performance we have to know. By comparing all the employees' performances, we will be ranking 1, 2, 3 like that. So here an advantage will be each employee be compared with other person performances. It is useful in small organizations. When we have a large number of employees, on the time this type of method, the ranking method is not implemented. It is very difficult. So it is useful in the small organizations. It is the advantage same as it is a disadvantage for the large organizations. Disadvantages. It cannot be used for bigger organizations. As I said before, it is useful only in the small organization as an advantage, and it cannot be used for a big organization as a disadvantage. It does not evaluate the individuality of an employee. Individuality of an employee cannot be determined over here. It cannot be considered. By comparison of others, it has to be taken as a note, and it has a lex objectivity. It is not a pre and particular way of doing things in this type of method of a performance appraisal. And another method in a traditional, that is paired comparison method. Paired comparison method has been developed to use in a big organizations. Ranking method is to be used in the small organizations. Paired comparison method is to be used in the big organizations. Each employee is compared with other employees, taking only one at a time. Here, the same way a ranking method in a group, how we are comparing each and every employee over there by giving the ranks. The same way here also Each employee is compared with other employee, taking only one at a time. The evaluator compares two employees and puts a tick mark against an employee whom he considers a better employee. Like this, here they can compare and they can take a best employee or performance. Here we have an example. Here Margot, Sam and Sally is three persons are working in the same organization. There, comparing between the Mango and Sam, Mango is the better than the Sam. Comparing the Sam and Sally, Sally is better than the Sam. And then we are comparing these two employees, Mango and Sally. In these two employees, Margot is the better one. Margot, Sam, Sally, by comparing all three, and Margot is the better than Sam. Sam and Sally is the better than the Sam. Then we are comparing Margot and Sally. Margot is the better than Sally. In the way we will be given a ranking to the employees. Paid comparison. Here the name itself we are having the paid, two paid. Paid means two. We are comparing two employees in a organization at once. And what are the advantages and disadvantages? This method is suitable for big organizations. It is individual traits are evaluated. In this, individual traits are evaluated. Disadvantages: the understanding of this method is difficult one, and it involves considerable time. These are the disadvantages. And coming to another method, that is forced distribution method. In the forced distribution method, a method which forces the rater to distribute the rating of the overall performance of an employee is known as the forced distribution method. A method which forces the rater to distribute the ratings of the overall performance of an employee is known as the forced distribution method. Group-wise rating is done under this method. This method is suitable to large organizations, but the individual rates could not be appraised under this method. For example, a group of workers doing the same job would fall into the same group as superior and above average, below average and poor. Here we will have an example. Here, nature of the employees in the y-axis, scores given in the x-axis. Here the ratings has to be given: excellent, good, average, below average and unsatisfactory. In this forced distribution method, group-wise rating is done under this method, and we will discuss it. This method is used suitable only in the large organization, but individual traits could not be appraised under this method. Here we are doing the group excellent, good, average, where he will be like. And coming to this method, what are the advantages and disadvantages? Here it will be done in the large scale organizations. And coming to the disadvantage, the individual traits could not be appraised under this method is the disadvantage. And another method in the traditional method is grading. In this method, certain category of abilities or performances of employees are defined well in advance to fall in certain grades under this method. Such grades are very good, good, average, poor and very poor. Here the individual traits and characteristics are identified. How the grading method has to be done, we have an example. Through this we will have. Here they are taking different grades: quantity of work, quality of work, knowledge, attitude, dependability, cooperation. These are the grades they are taken, and also they are given in the meanings of all these grades. Quantity of work, volume of work under normal working conditions. Quality of work means neatness, thoroughness and accuracy of work, knowledge of job. Regarding knowledge, a clear understanding of factors considered with the job. In terms of attitude, exhibits enthusiasm and cooperativeness on the job. In terms of dependency, consciousness, thorough, reliable, accurate with respect to attendance, reliefs, lunch breaks, etc. In terms of cooperation, willingness and ability to work with others to proceed desired goals. In these grades, how they are unsatisfactory, they are into the fair, they are into the satisfactory, they are good, they are outstanding. Based on this, we will be having a rate. We will be giving the rating to the grades, and we will have an appraisal system through this method. And another method is checklist method. In this checklist method, the performance appraisal of the ability of an employee through getting answers for a number of questions is called the method of checklist. These questions are related to the behavior of an employee. The appraisal of the ability of an employee through getting answers for the number of questions asked in this method, like checklist method. These questions are related to the behavior of an employee. Here an example of checklist method. Is the employee satisfied with their job? Yes or no? Does he finish the job accurately? Yes or no? Does he respect the superiors? Yes or no? Is he ready to accept responsibility? Yes or no? Does he obey the orders? Yes or no? These are the questions they will ask, and based on the answers, they will give a rating, and they will identify the behavior of an employee, and they will can get a conclusion regarding this method of performance appraisal. And another method is forced choice method. A series of group of statements are prepared positively or negatively under this method. Once again, a series of groups of statements are prepared positively, negatively under this method. Both these statements describe the characteristics of an employee, but the rather is focused to tick any one of the statement, either out of the positive statement or out of the negative statement. They have to choose only one, either a positive or negative statement in the forced choice method. Here an example, format 1 is there, format 2 is there. In the format 1, instruction choice of choose one of the options following question. Question is, which of the following describes you best? A is I am outgoing. B, I work hard. Any one of the answer he has to choose. And format 2, instruction will be mark your answer on the scale given below the question. The question is, which of the following describes you best? Here they are giving the rating. I am outgoing. Out of 6, I worked hard. Like this, you have to rate. Anyone has to be choose. According to that, has to be, they are analyzing and they are made some of the opinion regarding the performance appraisal system. And also the format is there in the forced choice performance evaluation system. Here they are taken a performance factors and performance ratings. Performance factors will be understand department functions, follows directions and company policies without supervision, accuracy, skills, completeness and quality of work performed. These are the performance factors they can taken. And performance rating, they are given low, below average, average, above average, high. In the way they can be evaluated and have a decision regarding the performance appraisal. And another method is critical incident method. In this critical incident method, the performance of appraisal of an employee is done on the basis of the incidents occurred really to the concerned employee. Some of the events or incidents are given below. Based on the events, they are taking a performance appraisal. What are the incidents will be there in this? What are the incidents or what are the events will be there in means refuse to cooperate with the other employees. It is one of the incident or event. Unwilling to attend further training. It is another event or incident. Got angry over work or with subordinates. Suggested a change in the method of production. Suggested a procedure to improve the quality of goods. These are the some of the incidents they are given. According to that, they will have in performance appraisal to the employees. Here we have an example for the critical incident method. Example, a fire sudden breakdown accident. Workers reaction scale will be given. A, B, C, D, E is there. Workers are there and reactions will be given like that. A is has a reaction for that, informed the supervisor immediately. That is the scale has given 5. For worker B, reaction will be become exhaust on loss of output. It is given the scale 4. C, try to repair the mission of worker employees reaction. They are given in scale 3. And D, worker reaction will be complained for poor maintenance. For that purpose, they are given a scale of rank 2. And E, worker reaction will be was happy to force test. They got a scale in 1. In the way they are taken a critical incident method and they can made an appraisal for this method. And another method is graphic rating scale method. It is also known as linear rating scale method. In this method, the printed appraisal form is used to appraise each employee. This form lists traits such as quality and reliability and a range of job performance characteristics for unsatisfactory to outstanding for each trait. The rating is done on the basis of points on their continuum. The common practice is to follow 5-point scale. Here they will using the 5-point scale. In this 5-point scale, they have given a list of traits and range of job performances and characteristics. For each trait, they are identifying with the 5-point scale. Here we have an example how they are gathering a simple graphic rating scale method. Here is the format. Performance factors, quality of work is the accuracy, skill and completeness of work. Here the rating performances are given and the same performance factor and another for performance factor, the same 5-point rating scale has to given there. According to that, or the opinion they are given, according to that they can judge and they can made performance rating. And another method is field review method. Field review method, under this method an employee performances is appraised through an interview between the rater and the immediate superior or superior of a concerned employee. An employee performance is taken in the appraisal through the interview between the rater and the immediate superior or superior of a concerned employee. The rater asks the superiors questions about the performance of an employee. The personnel department prepares a detailed report on the basis of this collected information. In this method, the rater asks the questions to the superiors about the performance of employees. The personnel or HR department prepares a detailed report on the basis of the collected information by the rater asked information. A copy of this report is placed in the personnel or HR file of the concerned employee after getting approval from the superior. And another method is essay evaluation. With essay evaluation technique, the nurse manager is required to describe the employee's performance over the entire evaluation period by writing a narrative detailing the strengths and weaknesses of the appraised. In this, a superior has to be given a narration regarding the employee's performance. What are the strengths and what are the weaknesses? They have to narrate. According to that, the appraisal system will be applicable to that employees. And another method is peer reviewed method. In the peer review method, the employee selects peers to conduct the evaluation. There is no superior and subordinates. There will be a peers to evaluate our performance. Usually 2 of 4 peers are identified through a predetermined process. Here they will select 2 to 4 peers. They can identify through the peer determination process. The employee submit self-evaluation portfolio. The portfolio might describe how he or she met objectives and predetermined standards during the past evaluation cycle. Supporting materials are included. Here they can the peers can be evaluated and they can prepare a portfolio. That portfolio they can be given with the objective and predetermined standards for the evaluation process, and for that evaluation process supporting document also they can be included for the peer reviewed report portfolio. In the peer reviewed report, the peer evaluates the employees. This may be done individually or in a group, and managers and employees met to discuss the evaluation process, and they will decide for the appraisal system. And another one is appraisal interview. Once the manager completes an accurate evaluation of performance, he or she should arrange an appraisal interview. The appraisal interview is the first step in the employee development. They provide feedback to an employee which enables him to improve his performance in future. Types of appraisal interviews: tell and sell interview, tell and listen interview, problem solving interview. And Key behaviors for an appraisal interviews. Put the employees to ease. Clearly state the purpose of an appraisal interview. Go through the rating one by one with the employee. Draw out the employee reactions to the ratings. Decide on specific ways in which performance areas can be strengthened. Set a follow-up date. Express confidence in the employee. Future oriented appraisal. Thank you, Ananda.